Good morning, goal getters. All right, so it's day two. If you made it to day two, first of all, you get a fist bump there because not everybody gets to day two. Not everybody gets to day one. I want to talk about day one and how important that was because day one, a flip happened because you went from being an aspirational goal to actually committing to something with intentionality. And it's one thing to join the group, right? It sounds good. Hey, there's a bunch of people getting together. We're all going to crush our goals. And then there's another thing to wrap your mind around and commit to doing the work it takes. So yesterday, if you haven't done it, it's okay. You can go back and do it, but do it because it is really clearly defining what you're going to do. And then are you going to do it? And a lot of you said, yes, not only did I join the group, but here's what I'm there, here's why I'm passionate about it, and yes, Andy, I am going to do it. Because guess what? If you don't say yes to there, then you don't get to day two. So if you're to day two, awesome. And a lot of people, they don't mentally decide they're going to do it. And in this group, we're going to talk a lot about the mindset, a lot about the systems and the structures, the things that it actually takes to fulfill on your goals. And a lot of it is mentally deciding, are you going to do it is a big part of it. All right, so that was day one. Recapping day one. If you made it through day one, great. Today is day two. So we're going to start to wrap our mind around how can we increase the resistance of the things we don't want to do and decrease the resistance of the things that we do want to do. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. How do we increase the resistance of the things we don't want to do? And how do we decrease the resistance of the things we do want to do? So what does that mean? Okay, Andy, okay, I kind of get that. It makes sense. But what does that actually mean on the court with your goals? So let's take losing weight or getting up earlier to get a workout in. So we need to increase the resistance of the things we don't want to do. So what would things that we not want to do around maybe setting our alarm clock a little bit earlier? So we would not want to hit snooze. We would not want to, you'll have to bullet point different things for your goals. So what would we not want to do about sleeping in? So we don't want to maybe stay up late. So how do we increase the resistance of the things we don't want to do? So we could make our alarm clock a little further away from the bed, a little bit harder to turn off. We're increasing the resistance, right? It is harder for us to do the things we don't want to do. A great thing with nutrition, a way to increase resistance of the things we don't want to do would be get the bad food out of the house. Would be to delete the Domino's Pizza app from my phone. So if I wanted to order pizza, guess what? It would take more than just hitting the reorder the button. And believe me, I was there where I knew about the reorder button from the Domino's Pizza app, right? So if I'm going to increase resistance of things I don't want to do, I don't want to eat pizza as much, so I'm going to increase resistance. I'm going to delete the app. I'm going to get the bad food out of the house. I am going to make my alarm clock louder. These kind of things. So for you and your goals, how could you increase the resistance of the things you don't want to do? And then on the flip side, how can you decrease the resistance of the things you do want to do? So for getting up, maybe you get your workout clothes set by the bed, ready to go. Maybe you have your coffee automatically brewing at one of those timer things. Maybe you have an Energizer, a pre-workout drink that you like, that if you could just drink the workout, you're going to do the workout, right? It's going to be harder to hit the snooze. You could, for eating healthier, maybe you meal prep. And you just take care of all of your healthy meals the week before, and you tell them how to go. So you are decreasing the resistance, because guess what? You don't have to figure out every single day. You just eat the meal that you've already prepped for. All right? So I want you, your homework today is give me 2 things that you could do that would increase resistance on the things you don't want to do. Another example of that is get a success partner in this group, get like a battle buddy, and just say, hey, will you check in on me every day? Now you're increasing the opportunity to ghost the group or to not show up, because guess what? Now you have somebody calling you. All right, so there's a couple of things you do. If you're stuck, if you don't know, if nothing's coming to you, text me, because I want to go over. I'll give you, maybe I'll run some different things by you. So 2 things that you can increase the resistance of things you don't want to do, and then 2 things that you could decrease the resistance of things you do want to do. So I want to see 2 things for, 2 things against, and I want you to post those in the comments, because once we get all of this mindset system stuff right, like your goals happen. Your environment has you do the things you want to do. And that is all about increasing the resistance in some areas, decrease the resistance in some areas. So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with, and talk to you all soon.